Check it. Alright guys, we are back with another video of Data Zero, and in this video we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some altcoins doing the most gains in this current market. I'm also going to show you why I think the current bull run is resuming, why I think 2023 is going to be a positive year for Bitcoin. We're going to look at the macro charts, the bigger picture, and we're going to look at the charts and the fundamentals. We don't listen to the noise, we only focus on the facts and the data. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and chop on the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. What is up? You are back with another video with Data Zero, and in this video we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the altcoin market. So this video is going to be focused on the technical analysis and fundamental analysis on Bitcoin, giving you guys predictions and updates on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the M2 US money supply. So this is how much money the US government has printed, and you guys can see since COVID we have printed a mass amount of money. About 40% of all dollars in circulation right now have been printed since 2020. Now guys, this is basically a chart showing you inflation, and it is showing you how much the government is robbing your value, because every time they print money, every time they use the money printers and do quantitative easing and put money in circulation and expand the money supply, this makes the money in your bank account worth less. So yes, you have $1,000 in a bank account, but that $1,000 buys less and less and less because of inflation. It robs your value. This is literal robbery. So how do you get around this? How do you beat this? Well, you can do this by buying gold, you can buy silver, you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy cryptocurrencies, things that gain value over the US dollar. So especially Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, is a great way to opt out of the system. So if we look at Bitcoin's technical analysis, we can see that Bitcoin, ever since the banks have been crashing and the overall macroeconomic picture has been looking grim as far as the currencies involved, we see Bitcoin moving to the upside. Now we have this beautiful technical breakout of this falling wedge pattern. As you guys can see, this is a classic falling wedge, and as you guys can see, we broke out of it, retested the top, and then popped to the upside. And as you guys can see, we're moving to the upside. Now the breakout target for this falling wedge is at about 50,000 US dollars. So we could see Bitcoin push up to that if we can get above this overall resistance, and if we break above this resistance of 30 to 32,000 and move past 36,000, we could see a nice clear pop to about 50,000, maybe even 42,000. But we might have to retest this overall down, this upsloping retest trend or uptrend, which is at about $20,000 to $25,000 range. So that is the lowest I'm thinking Bitcoin will come back down to. 15,000 was the bottom. $10,000 Bitcoin is not coming. You are foolish to believe that. If FTX and all of this stuff didn't bring down Bitcoin, and all of the FUD that you see with FTX and all of this stuff didn't bring down Bitcoin, what will? We see massive amounts of FUD all the time in Bitcoin, like the collapse of Grayscale and all of that stuff, and we see Bitcoin's price continue to even to go higher. As you guys can see, fears and FUD and all of this stuff right here. Big news. Bitcoin analysis fears Bitcoin's death cross could spell trouble. This was the death cross. We had a little bit of dump, and then look, that was basically them trying to FUD you out, and then look, we had this massive pump to the upside. So there's been a lot of FUD in Bitcoin lately. They're trying to make it very hard for you guys to buy Bitcoin. They're trying to shut down the on ramps, off ramps. They're trying to stop Binance, Coinbase. They're trying to stop all the ways that you can buy cryptocurrency. And that's why it's very important to get into this now, not financial advice. As we can see that Bitcoin's dips have been getting bought at about $27,000. We are right now in this bull pennant, which looks like it might be breaking to the downside, but it is pushing hard to the upside. Our side is getting oversold, so it looks like we're going to get a nice pop to the upside, and Bitcoin has been consolidating at 28,000, these higher levels, and holding these ranges. Every time it goes back down to 27,000, it gets bought right back up, and I'm thinking we could get the support we need to push past this overall support and resistance that has been a problem at 29,000. And if we see that, we could see a nice pop to the upside on Bitcoin. If we go ahead and put on the bigger time frame, if we go ahead and look at the bigger pictures, and then go ahead and throw on these indicators like the super trends. Let's go ahead and throw that on right now and throw on the super trend. We can see that there is a buy signal on the daily time frame, which normally correlates with these larger moves to the upside. And if we go ahead and put on the weekly time frame, you can see that that buy signal did correlate to the weekly time frame, which is an extremely bullish signal for Bitcoin. As you guys can see, last buy signal we got, weekly time frame, we had this run, and then we had this run here. So this possibly really is the bottom 15,000. I do not believe there's any chance in heck for Bitcoin to go down to 10K. The lowest I think Bitcoin will go is 22,000, but I really think it's going to stay up around 27,000, push past this 30,000 range, even though everyone thinks it's not. I think it's going to get that push, and I think it's going to be at about 32,000 here in the next couple weeks. Not financial advice, but me personally, I bought a bunch of Bitcoin down here at the $15,000 range, and when it was moving down all bear market. So me personally, I am in good position to make some nice gains if we get this bull run that I'm suspecting is coming, and it does look like we are getting it, because if we look on the larger time frames, the overall picture of Bitcoin, the bigger picture, these are the things you want to look at to catch the bigger moves and get a better idea of what's going on. You guys can see that we are in the very, very, very oversold range. So if I go ahead and zoom in on this range here, you guys can see that we are in the super oversold range at that $15,000 level, and now we are moving into these higher blue and green bands. So once we move into these two upper green bands, if I go ahead and scroll back, you guys can see that once we get into position of those two upper green bands, that is normally when the bull market tends to start, and that is the very early start of the bull market. So I'm not saying that we're just going to shoot straight up to 50,000 or all-time highs. What I'm saying is we might have some pullbacks along the way, some chop along the way, but these are the best times to buy to see massive gains. As you guys can see, last time we were in those green areas, we started a bull run. Last time we were in those green areas, bull run, bull run. And now we are starting to move out of this blue range and back into those green areas, as you guys can see here. And that is right where that $30,000 range is. So if Bitcoin pierces above 30 to 32,000, that is literally it. It's officially the bull run. There's no, I already think it's the bull run. I already think the bull run is here. But if it goes up into the 32 to 36,000 range, even over $30,000, that would officially be the bull run target for me, telling everyone the bull run is on. But by then, guys, it's already too late. That's why you want to buy right now and get in below sub 30,000. So if we get that pullback that we are looking for, that would be the best opportunity to buy, but we might not get it. It might not come back down to this $32,000 range. Right now, as this trends up, it would be going higher up to 32,000. It might not come back down there because these dips have been getting bought at 27,000, and it is pushing right back to the upside. We have been seeing incredible gains in the altcoins as well. As you guys can see, KAS up 205%, XDC up 45%, CFX up 84%, Mask up 66%, XLM up 30%, ETH up 14%, ADA up 12%. So we have been seeing a lot of gains in the overall altcoin markets. And if I were personally to tell somebody, give them advice, this, even though this is not financial advice, if you had $1,000 to put into cryptocurrency, I would put $500 in a Bitcoin and then $500 in the altcoins that you study and like. Make sure you study them and try to make sure they are in the least top 100 altcoins. You don't really want to go lower than the top 100 altcoins because that is risky. A great site to find new altcoins is Lunar Crush. You can go to Lunar Crush, then you guys can go to top influencers and go ahead and see the top influencers and top crypto coins by going to Lunar Crush, and go ahead and hit Lunar Crush, hit portfolio, and then go ahead and check out the top coins by social media sentiment. So this is a great site to find new altcoins when they come out before they reach the mainstream. Crypto Panic is a great site for all of the news. You can see all of the news that's going on in Bitcoin. This has literally all of the cryptocurrency news that you guys would need. And another great indicator is the fear and greed index. So you want to buy when people are being fearful, which was down in the lower areas and then kind of be afraid when people are greedy. And as you guys can see, we are moving towards that greed area. More evidence that the bull run is starting, and we are still early for the bull run. You are still in a great position buying at these positions, but once it gets past 30, 40,000, it is going to be possibly too late. Not too late to make all the gains, but make most of the gains. Most of the gains are made early in these early moves, not financial advice. But to me personally, on the bigger time frame, Bitcoin looks primed for a new bull run. We have bullish indicators on the super trend. We have bullish indicators and charts for the overall bigger time frame, the macro time frame, the overall bigger picture, saying that the bull run is resuming. We also have the stock to flow model, if you guys want to go ahead and look at that as well. So we can go ahead and put that on stock to flow. Stock to flow shows us that Bitcoin is actually still on track for stock to flow model and could potentially hit up to 100,000 or $1 million per coin. As you guys can see, we're starting to curl back up towards that medium line where we were. Bitcoin has hovered that line, but we had a little bit back of a more severe pullback, but we are now curling back up towards that range. And if we get towards that $50,000 range, we are back on track for stock to flow model. So guys, this is basically the video. This is basically it. I just wanted to show you guys that altcoins are popping off. Bitcoin bull run is resuming. I do think that. I also wanted to give you guys some ideas on things that you could do with your portfolio and altcoins to look at. But always remember that they are printing money and robbing you of your value. The dollar is being devalued. If you go ahead and put on the US dollar chart, you guys can see that the US dollar has been losing overall value for almost all time. So guys, this is the video. That is what I wanted to let you guys know, inform you guys on Bitcoin, let you know what was going on with that, let you know what was going on with cryptocurrency. I'll quickly look at Ethereum real quick, technical analysis, and then wrap up the video. But this is what I'm looking at as far as altcoins and cryptocurrency. So Ethereum is extremely bullish right now. As you guys can see, we have bullish weekly MACD. Same for Bitcoin. And also we have that buy signal on the weekly time frame, which last time we had the buy signal on the weekly time frame for Ethereum, we had this run here and we had this run here. Two massive runs for massive gains. So I'm telling you guys, not financial advice, these are about to make incredible moves, and Ethereum is breaking above this overall support trend right here. It was holding it as support, broke down below it, but I do think that Ethereum is getting a bounce here soon once Bitcoin gets another push to the upside, and we'll see 2,000, 2,500 here in the next coming weeks for Ethereum. So guys, that is the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and remember, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content, and remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. And remember, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.